Here I am, safe and sound, sitting on the floor of a basement. But believe me when I say, things are not as good as they seem. Here's what happened. I woke up in the middle of nowhere. Didn't get much rest, but at least I survived the night, and it was daytime again. The weather looked good, so I decided to move towards Spiffos. The roads were filled with zombies, and with the bad sleep I had, I wasn't about to get into unnecessary fights. So I was sneaking off-road. For a moment, I thought I found a house I could take over. But I soon realized there were more of them. Because of the weather, I didn't expect to find any berries by foraging, but I did try. And for my surprise, berries. The roads in front of Spiffos were full of zombies, and with the berries I found, I didn't feel the urge to risk it. So I continued forward to my next point of interest, the gun store. As soon as I reached the complex, it was obvious I wasn't going to do it. You may say I'm a coward, but if you've been watching so far, you'd know that a couple of zombies is all it takes to get exhausted. Dealing with these numbers was not something I was willing to risk. I did try to circle around, but I didn't find any way in. So I continued north toward the public pool, but it was like they were putting up roadblocks anywhere I wanted to go. I did what I did before. I chose the path of least resistance. I walked where there were no zombies on the way. It was still early in the day, but I needed to find a safe place for the night. I wasn't about to bet everything on the pool. For all I knew, it could be swarmed. I got lost for a moment, so I checked the map to see where I was. There was the pool on the right, but on the left, one isolated house. I thought it was worth checking out. Chances were there'd be far fewer zombies there. I was wrong. Then, a miracle happened. Or a bug. Whatever it was, the cows seemed to forget they were supposed to be dead, because they died the moment I saw them. This could mean they were fresh. I needed to check. So I did. And they were.
Three cows in total. Plenty of meat. Too bad I had no way of preserving it. At that point, my weight was already too low, so stuffing myself with meat for a few days didn't seem like a bad idea. Then I thought, where am I? What's up with this lake? I don't remember seeing any lakes while exploring the map of Irvington. It turns out I was already out of the town. I could have easily continued north into the wilderness. I had food, water, and there are far fewer zombies there. I'm supposed to be a nomad after all, but taking a shit usually brings the best ideas in a man. So I decided to finish exploring Irvington and went back to find the damn pool. I walked up and down this neighborhood because the pool was supposed to be here somewhere. I just couldn't find it for some reason. The map was of no use because apparently it was too dark to read, even with a flashlight. Eventually, I saw the big fences. It's the pool. The fences were the main reason I wanted to get there, hoping I could climb over and sleep safely. But look at the gates. Overnight campers waiting in line for the pool to open. I wanted to check how many were actually there. Maybe I could take them out. But along the way, I noticed these two houses looking surprisingly empty. Yeah, the pool was a definite no-go. But look at this house. I was feeling desperate enough to try getting inside. Of course it wasn't empty. Luckily, there was only one of them, but you saw how hard it was for me to kill it. Now you understand why I'm avoiding fights in the first place. I hope there's no one here, but I'm almost certain I'm going to get a jump scare. I need to close all the curtains. Food. Nice. Let's see what's upstairs. I guess I'm okay. I think I'll be safe sleeping here.
Hey, a Santa hat. Shit, be quiet, goddammit. Oh wait, why am I whispering? I forgot this already happened and I'm just telling you about it. What an idiot. Bottle of wine, nice. I mean, I found a bottle of wine. I had a nice time after a long time, and decided that in the morning I was heading straight to the gun store. Good night's sleep, food, and not a single moodle like never before. I was wondering why I got so lucky. And then I remembered the Santa hat from yesterday and checked the date. It was the 25th of December. So the cows dying and all this was a Christmas miracle. Anyway, the snow looked like it was starting to melt. Plenty of zombies, but I wasn't about to let them ruin my day. And finally, there it was, the gun club. The luck was still on my side. There was a decent number of zombies, some behind the fence, the rest spread out. I tried luring them one by one. almost got surprised there. They kept coming, and I started to feel the first signs of exhaustion. I'd already reached the 1 hour per kill state. My confidence started to wear off. A never-ending wave. Crawlers. The snow was almost completely gone. No more fighting for the day. But was it already safe? Not really. I needed to make some changes to my plan. Since I'd already cleared most of the zombies outside, it was relatively safe to make a camp and finally build that fire to cook all the meat I had. I woke up early in the morning, not fully rested, as one does when sleeping outside in a sleeping bag in the middle of winter. I chopped some trees for spears and firewood, which only made me more exhausted. I decided to stick around for a while and binge eat most of the food, since it wasn't going to last much longer and I was already underweight. I took another sleep, ate some more, and by the time I headed back for round 2 at the gun club, it was almost 3 p.m. As soon as I think this is the last one, a new bunch of zombies appears. But eventually, it finally felt clear enough to enter inside. And that turned out to be a major mistake. This is the point where I heard the most awful sound possible in Project Zomboid. Listen to this. Yeah, the thing bit me. What's left to say? I went through every cabinet and crate in the club. There was plenty of different types of ammo, but not a single gun that actually used any of it. Then I found 2 rifles and a handgun in the basement, lying on the floor. I picked up the MSR 700, since there was the most ammo for it. I found a bulletproof vest as well and put it on, as if it would make a difference at this point. Tomorrow, I'm going out fighting. This is where the journey of James Dokes ends. I had big plans, big ambitions, but I didn't manage to overcome the restless sleeper trait. The idea was to fight my way through towns, but honestly, the settings I chose and the character I built were doomed from the beginning. If you like to torture yourself, be my guest and try this challenge. Anyway, if you're still here, thank you for sticking around till the end. Now let's go shoot some zombies.